Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And welcome back to the Weird Science Comics YouTube channel, where I'm going to be going through the brand new issue of Batman number 130, written by Chip Zdarsky and art by Jorge Jimenez. And I wanted to start this review by telling everyone how much of a Chip Zdarsky fan I am. I love me some Chip Zdarskys. His Daredevil run at Marvel has been outstanding, one of my favorite books. And I liked his Jason Todd story that kicked off the Batman Urban Legends series. And his Batman the Night book, pretty cool book as well. More importantly, though, I have enjoyed his Batman run so far. And while I was worried when he first said Failsafe would be Batman's Doomsday, Failsafe has kind of fit the bill. Now, before we get into this, please end up liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and please, please, please tell me what you thought of Batman 130 in the comments below. I kind of already said it, but let me go through the full creative team. Batman number 130 is written by Chip Zdarsky with art by Jorge Jimenez, colors by Tomo Moret, and letters by Clayton Cowles. The issue looks fantastic, and there are some little and cool Easter eggs and fan service moments throughout this whole issue that end up accentuating things. The whole thing isn't based on them, but when you see some of the things, some of the dialogue, it does kind of make you smile and maybe even giggle in an issue that ends up getting pretty dark by the end. Now, Chip Zdarsky also gives readers some pretty good character work, especially when it comes to Batman, reminding himself and everyone reading this issue how great Tim Drake is. If you are a Tim Drake stan who thinks he was the best Robin, I think Batman agrees with you. And it's a nice thing. I don't know if you know this, but Tim Drake fans, they've had a bit of a rough one recently, and it's nice to get a win now and again. But even with what a lot of people think is the best Robin by his side, it's just not going to be enough. Zdarsky has made Failsafe the huge threat he promised, but to get there, you kind of have to end up doing some things that made me roll my eyes a bunch of times in this issue. First off, we set everything up at the beginning of the issue with the total return of the Batgod. Now, if you don't remember, last issue ended up with Batman in the middle of space, really having some problems, no kind of way that it seemed possible for him to survive, but yet he will. And again, the Batgod, if you're not aware of that, it is the Batman who, with enough prep time, can win any battle. It doesn't matter who it's against. He can also escape from any situation. And I really do think that Chip Zdarsky might be giving a wink-wink to readers a bit here, because this whole story is referencing so much Grant Morrison. And Grant Morrison himself wrote some Batgod he did back in the day. Still watching Batman fall from the moon, re-enter Earth's atmosphere, end up smashing into the Earth, and then strutting out of the impact crater like it ain't no thing was a bit eye-rolling, at least to me. However, that's not the worst of it. What I really didn't like in this issue, and I did like this issue, but something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, is what happens with Superman in this, and even this whole story arc. I know in this one, he's not 100%. It's from the last meeting he had with Failsafe, but Zdarsky makes Superman look like a chump. He makes Superman look like an afterthought. That's how big he wants to make Failsafe, is that Superman is, like I said, he's a chump. And it did feel like Superman was just there as a prop to elevate Failsafe, so that when you're reading it, you say, oh my God, how can Batman beat something that took down the Man of Steel twice? Oh, no. I don't think you needed to go that far. At this point, at this, everything that's happened, I think everybody reading this realizes just how much of a threat Failsafe is. And even by the end, what happens at the end really doesn't come into play of power sets or, oh my God, I get it because he was able to take down Superman so easily. It's kind of disjointed there as well. Though Batman has a plan. So is this the true Batgod? Because it's a plan. It's a variation of the classic, give the aliens a cold, or teach the computer there is no winner in the game of thermonuclear war. The plan here, which I think is the plan my wife has been trying to do on me, and it's failed miserably throughout, It's to give Failsafe a little bit of compassion. Now, does it work? Well, that's up to who you ask. It's funny because Failsafe seems to think that he's gone right on with this new prime directive of compassion. Tells Tim Drake that. Says, I did give him compassion. Peace out, and leaves. He ends up flying off, leaving Tim Drake distraught with just an empty crater there where Batman once was. And that's the big play at the end. I'm not going to spoil the exact full out cliffhanger, but at this point, oh no, Batman's gone. He disintegrated. Oh, what could ever happen? I've never seen this before. And again, it seems like another Morrison wink wink to me. I know that a lot of people were losing their minds about this, whatnot, but the cliffhanger and things, I'm like, yeah, I don't think what's going on is what we're really seeing. But seriously, I wouldn't have been shocked at the end if all this went down. Tim Drake fell to his knees, looked up to the sky and whispered, Batman, R.I.P., as we faded out there and scene. So I think that Chip Zdarsky's having some fun playing games with the reader. I do look forward to seeing what really is happening here. I can't give a super high score to this issue, though, since half of it was hanging with Batman as he figured out and then re-entered Earth's atmosphere. In fact, you only really need to read the last 5 or 6 pages of this to get everything that you need to know to go forward. Still, though, it was action-packed. It did have a lot of Batman in it, and I'm saying this because that's something that the other big Bat book kind of doesn't have right now. So you get that, right? Oh, my, that's Ram V shade, if you didn't know. And that and the incredible art will make me give Batman 130 a 7.8 out of 10. But as I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing what is really going on here. So I'm looking forward to the next issue and still really like Chip Zdarsky's Batman run. So, hey, everybody, thanks a lot for listening and watching this. And if you did like it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and like I said, I'd really like to hear what everybody thought about it. You could go as long as you want, as long as, you know, in many characters as they allow. Yeah, I love reading reviews, and I would love to hear what everybody thought of this issue. But that's that. Thanks, everybody, and I will talk to you all later.
Go read comics.
You are all weirdos.
Weird science
is the revolution.
Weird science
is the revolution.
Weird science
is the revolution.